Want to animate work cycle like this using just phone and 6 frames? Let's break it down together. Today, we will animate a stick figure walking in place. Then, in our next tutorial, we will make it move across the screen. So if you are yet to subscribe and turn on the post notification bell so you don't miss any tutorial shared on this channel. A walk cycle is a repeating loop that shows how a character moves their legs. Here are the 6 frames. Contact pose, down pose, passing pose, up pose, contact pose for the opposite leg, and the 6th frame for looping the other frames. In our phone animation mastering course, you will learn how to animate full characters with emotion, dialogue, camera moves, and more. Also, you can check out my cartoon comedy skit. We apply these same techniques in action, but super funny. Learn and laugh. The link is in the description. Right on Flipaclip app. With this app, we are going to draw our character from scratch and make it work with this same app. What to do? Click on the plus sign and create a project. Now we are going to name our project. We are naming this project after our first commenter in our last video, which is Hallelujah. So our project name is Hallelujah Walk Cycle. Next up, let's choose our canvas size, which we are going to select YouTube 1080p for our project. And after that, we have to consider our frame per second, which is 12 fps, which is best for film standard. Leave it at that, then create your project. Our project is created successfully. What to do next is to create our character. With this project, we are going to be creating a stick figure character and make it work. First thing first, let's create our character body before we move to the leg movement and the hand movement for the walk cycle. So in doing this, we are going to be using our layers to separate the body from the leg and the hands. So let's create a new layer for the body that we're about to create. So the layer is created. You can rename it by clicking on the layer and rename it as what? As body, or just BB in short, then done. Now let's create our character, our stick figure character. Let's select our brush, then put it at pen. Let's make it thick. Now we're drawing the head of our character. Select a circle, then boom, it's done. And let's just fill it up. Now this is the head. Let's give it a simple eyes and mouth in short. So let's select the color of our brush. I'm going to take it to brown. So our character's head is done, is simple and fun. So let's create a stick body. So let's firstly adjust the head and take your lasso tool, highlight it, then adjust. Now let's give it same body or same layer, no qualms. So let's select the color of the brush back to black and take it back to the thickness. This is around 146. Now we have our character full body, the head and the body. Now next up, let's go to the leg movement, which is actually the walk cycle we are about to go into. But before that, let's adjust the body to its normal position. Adjust. So the body is in position. So next up is to create a walk cycle, the leg movement. But before that, you have to have a guideline that you have to follow when doing the walk cycle. So we are going to create a new layer right now for our guideline. We're going to label the layer guideline G, just G, which is guideline. So what is this layer for? Don't forget we are working with 6 frames. So if that is the case, we are working with 6 frames. So let's duplicate our frame into 6 frames. Go to the frame viewers, highlight your first frame, then what? Copy, then paste it into what? 6 frames. Now you have your 6 frames you are working on, and after that ensure you are on your guideline layer so that you don't mess things up. So what you do right now is to label this first frame, which is what? Contact pose. Label it CP. And when we're talking about CP, we are talking about the leg preparing for the walk movement, whereby the both feet are on ground. Both feet, the right and left, are on ground. So what you do is what? You draw the feet on your guideline layer, you draw it. So this is basically your guideline that you follow when doing the main leg movement. So now you're done with the first frame, go to the second frame and put out your guideline as well, which is what? Which is down pose. Which is down pose. We label it what? DP. And talking about DP, we are talking about the weight of the body dropping, whereby the body moves down and the leg bend to build momentum for the leg movement. So you basically what? Draw that as well on your screen on your guideline layer. Yep. So this is it. So next up is what? Is passing pose. Is passing pose, which is what? PP. And talking about PP is whereby the leg what? Pass in between the other leg. The right leg pass through the left leg. This is basically PP, passing through the leg. So next up is what? Is up pose. Up pose, we label it what? UP, up. UP is basically the body lifting up, which is the opposite of DP, the body bending down, dropping weight for the leg movement. And now the UP is what? The body lifting up, carrying the leg up and continuing the work. So you draw it on your screen basically like this. Now this is up pose left. Next up is what? Another CP, contact pose. And contact pose is whereby the both legs are on the ground. Don't forget we have one CP on the first frame. This CP is for the preparation of what? The right leg movement, and while the other CP is for the preparation of what? Of the left leg movement. Left leg movement. So you draw it on the screen. And for the 6th frame is what? Is for the repetition of other frames, the down pose, the passing pose, the up pose, and that is that. So even if you play your guideline pose, you can see the legs are still moving even though they are not properly arranged. But with this you can properly conduct your work cycle. So what next now is we are about to do our work cycle properly. So we create a new layer for both legs. Both legs we have different colors so that you'll be able to identify the right and the left leg. So let's label the first layer as the right leg, which is RL, right leg, and the other one as LL, which is what? Left leg. So as for the right leg, we're going to give the right leg black color leg. Ensure you are on the right layer so that you don't have issue. But before that, please let's create a path whereby our character is going to be working on, so that we don't have a kind of not non-straight movement. So let's create a path. Let's create another layer down here. So basically the path is just basically a line. Let's take out our ruler. Basically a line for the path. So you duplicate the path to all the frames, which the character is going to be working on real quick. So now let's go back to the right leg, which is in black color. Now basically we're going to follow our guidelines in drawing our work cycles. So for the contact pose on the right leg, so let's draw our right leg right now. So basically we're going to do all through for the right leg on all frames. So now let's go to the down pose. So for the down pose, as we have it, we have the body weighing down, the body dropping down. So we have to adjust the body first before we draw our right leg. So we have to adjust the body. Let's go to body frame. Let's ensure we enable our onion skin. Now we have our onion skin enabled, so let's take our lasso, highlight the body, and shift it down a bit. Now we have the body dropped, so let's go back to our right leg and draw the DP. Let's draw our DP. Ensure you're on your normal layer that you don't mess things up. Now go back to your brush. Let's draw. Now we have our leg dropped, our right leg dropped. So also let's go for the passing pose. Same way you follow your guidelines, then you draw. Now we have our passing pose. Now next up, let's go for hop pose or hop pose. Just for look at the guideline that you've done already. This our hop pose. Our hop pose. Now for the CP, for the preparation of the left leg, the leg is going to what? Touch the ground. Now we're done with our right leg. So now let's go back to the first frame and do our left leg. So our left leg is going to be in brown color, the color of the nose and the eyes and the hair. So basically select the color, so this is the color of our left leg. So the left leg will be under the right leg as it is arranged here. Let's take the left leg below the body as well, so that will be the other side of the body. Now we have the left leg for the contact pose. Now for the DP, we have for the DP. Now for the passing pose, so we have for the passing pose. Now for the hop pose. Now we have for the hop pose. Now we go back to the 5th frame. Now we have all our frames be done. Now we have to go for the 6th frame, which is what? The looping of the legs. Now for the left movement, then we have our complete work cycles. Now we're totally done for the work for the right leg movement. As you can see, we're done. Now we have to do as well for what? For the left movement. So from the CP, from the 5th frame, now go to what? To the 6th frame. Let's clear up this guideline of 6th frame. So out. Now we go back to our down post, then copy the body, just a light copy, go to your sixth frame, take away this body, don't need it, then paste. Now we want to do for our what? Our left leg. As for the left leg as well, we follow the same process, but first thing first, let's duplicate our frames for the left leg. Now we have the sixth frame for the DP, we have the seventh frame for the PP, the passing pose, and we have the eighth for the what? For the UP, the hop pose. So next up, let's copy our guidelines to follow. So for the DP, copy DP. Already you know that this frame is for DP for the left leg, and for the PP, already you know this as well is for the PP, and the UP, the 8th frame. So from the 8th frame, we loop it, come back to CP, then continue like that. So now let's prepare for the left leg on the down pose. But before we do that, let's copy our root, our path for the other frame. Paste. Ensure that your work are properly arranged and neat. So now for the DP for the left leg, let's go to the left leg layer, and the color, let's go to our brush. We have it intact. So now let's draw for our left leg. So the passing pose for the left leg, let's copy our body for all the frames, So we have our passing pose, now our hop pose, now we have our up pose for the left leg. Now let's go straight to the right leg, which is in what? Black color. The passing pose. And for the up pose. Now we done with the legs. You can actually clear your guidelines for the legs. Click on the guideline layer, then delete it. Now you can hit the play and see your character. What is it doing? The character is actually moving. Now let's go straight quickly to the hand movement. As for the hand movement will be in opposite direction of every leg movement. The right hand will be in the opposite direction to the left leg, and the left arm as well will be in opposite direction to the right leg. So let me give a quick illustration of what I'm talking about. So like this is the right arm, and this is the left leg. You can see they are in different position and different direction, and this is the left hand, and this is the right leg. So this is basically how the hand will move. So let's go straight into that. So like same way we created the separate layer for the two legs, so also we create a separate layer for the two arms, the right arms and the left arms. Right arm and the left arm, which will be below the body as well. Will be below the body, and the right arm be above the body. So firstly, let's go for the right arm, which is in black color, black color. So let's dive into it quickly. But remember, each arm moves in opposite direction to every leg movement, and when it gets to the in between as well. So let's get into it right away. Quick. So we are done with our work cycle with a simple touch of background. So let's click on play. As you have it, the character is moving, but we can save as it is, because if we save this, it's going to give us a fast paced movement. Let's make a movie and let's see the timing of the character's movement. It's too fast. So what we're going to do right now is that we're going to duplicate our layer to keep timing in place. So we're going to duplicate some layers to keep our smooth and fluid movement. Let's duplicate our frames. Now let's make a movie and see. Now you can see a character moving smoothly in one place. You can see the difference between the initial one, which is very fast, and now see the difference with duplicated frames in place and timing in place. In our fun animation mastering course, you will learn how to animate full characters with emotion, dialogue, camera moves, and more. Also, you can check out my cartoon comedy skit. We apply these same techniques in action, but super funny. Learn and laugh. The link is in the description. Subscribe for weekly mobile animation tutorials. Like, share, and comment your thoughts. This is HBToonzAcademy, helping you animate your world one frame at a time. Enjoy.